Prince Harry faced a setback in his legal battle against the Mail on Sunday, as the judge declined his plea to settle the case without a public trial. The dispute revolves around allegations that the Duke of Sussex attempted to mislead the public. The lawsuit stems from an article published by the Mail on Sunday, asserting that Prince Harry's public relations team tried to manipulate a conflict with the Home Office regarding the reduction of his taxpayer-funded police protection. Seeking to prevent the newspaper from using the legal defense of honest opinion, Prince Harry urged the High Court to rule in his favor without a trial. However, the judge found merit in Associated Newspaper's argument, the publisher of the Mail on Sunday and the Daily Mail, suggesting they had a genuine chance of proving that statements made on Harry's behalf were misleading. High Court Judge Mr. Justice Nicklin highlighted the potential for Associated Newspapers to demonstrate that a reasonable person might have believed Prince Harry was responsible for attempting to mislead the public. Rejecting the Duke's request for a private resolution and dismissing the removal of the newspaper's honest opinion defense, the judge emphasized the importance of the honest opinion defense in upholding freedom of expression under English law. Prince Harry, aged 39, initiated the libel action against the Mail on Sunday over an article from February 2022, detailing his legal action against the Home Office. This legal action followed his filing for a judicial review against the Home Office after the Ravatt Committee decided to revoke his automatic police protection upon stepping down as a working member of the royal family alongside his wife, Meghan. The Mail on Sunday's exclusive article in January 2022 claimed that Harry had threatened legal action against the government unless his publicly funded security protection was continued. A subsequent press statement released on his behalf indicated his willingness to finance police protection for himself and his family while in Britain, although the offer was purportedly declined. However, the Mail on Sunday's February 2022 article contested the existence of any such offer in Harry's lawyer's communication with the Home Office or the Ravatt Committee. Allegations arose that Prince Harry's public relations advisors briefed journalists from other media outlets, asserting that he had offered to personally pay for UK police protection and remained willing to do so. The newspaper accused his aides of trying to influence the story's coverage, emphasizing the irony of his involvement with a Silicon Valley firm combating online misinformation while engaging in what they deemed a manipulation of information. Prince Harry's lawsuit contended that the Mail on Sunday's article attacked his honesty and integrity, potentially undermining his charitable endeavors and efforts to combat online misinformation. However, the Mail on Sunday defended its article, asserting it expressed an honest opinion and did not substantially harm his reputation. In the recent ruling, Mr. Justice Nicklin acknowledged Prince Harry's claims about raising security concerns and offering personal financing for security in discussions with the Queen, his father, and brother in January 2020. Yet, subsequent correspondence with Cabinet Secretary Sir Mark Sedwill allegedly lacked mention of such an offer, prompting doubts about its existence. The judge asserted that the Mail on Sunday had the right to substantiate claims suggesting Prince Harry hadn't initially proposed paying for his own police protection before filing the judicial review claim. Furthermore, he indicated the newspaper could potentially prove that the press statement and the background briefing given to select journalists were inaccurate, aiming to portray Harry's judicial review claim favorably. Mr. Justice Nicklin anticipated that the Mail on Sunday might argue the situation was a deliberate attempt to spin the judicial review claim positively, while potentially portraying Harry in a negative light, by framing it as an attempt to force the government to reinstate taxpayer-funded state security. The judge hinted at the possibility of the newspaper presenting this as a successful manipulation of information to mislead or confuse the public. Following this ruling, a hearing to address the consequences of Mr. Justice Nicklin's decision is scheduled for the coming week. This development comes shortly after the High Court concluded hearings on Harry's judicial review claim against the Ravatt Committee's decision to downgrade his security, with the verdict expected at a later date. The recent controversy surrounding Omid Scobie's book, In Dame, has stirred a whirlwind of discussions, debates, and speculations, putting the author and the royal family at the center of a heated debate. In what seemed like a moment of revelation, Scobie appeared to concede that the names of the so-called royal racists were indeed included in an earlier version of his book, contrary to his previous explanations. Penned in the newspaper, a publication often frequented by the Sussexes, Scobie, a prominent royal reporter favored by Harry and Meghan, once again pointed fingers at a Dutch publisher for the uproar that has prompted Buckingham Palace to consider legal action. While acknowledging that an initial manuscript was dispatched to Dutch translators, he admitted that this version did not undergo updates to align with the final legally reviewed text, hinting at a potential source of the controversy. The Dutch rendition of the book, which specifically named Charles and Kate in relation to inquiries about Archie's skin tone, led to its withdrawal. Scobie stressed that his direct involvement lay with the US and UK publishers, undergoing a meticulous legal scrutiny process for the final text. Unbeknownst to him that an early, unapproved version had been furnished to the Dutch publisher for translation. However, despite his insistence on the absence of intent to sensationalize and boost book sales, Scobie faced criticism for the inclusion of specific names solely in the Dutch edition. Reiterating his stance that this was not a publicity stunt, Scobie's credibility was questioned as he had been regarded as a spokesperson for Meghan, yet neither she nor Harry publicly defended the royals amid these damaging accusations of racism. In his recent column titled "Endgame Backlash Shows How Unwilling We Are to Confront Racism," Scobie urged King Charles to utilize his reign to address the royal family's ties to historical slavery. He underscored the importance of addressing these issues transparently to modernize and better represent the diverse population they serve. The reception of Scobie's controversial book in Britain was lackluster, selling nearly 6,500 copies within the initial period. In contrast, his previous book on the Sussexes, Finding Freedom, and Harry's autobiography, Spare, garnered significantly higher sales, emphasizing the lukewarm response to Endgame. Despite the media frenzy predominantly focused on the Dutch version's content, which allegedly implicated family members in racial bias, the book's success remained modest. Speculation arose regarding potential repercussions from Meghan's Hollywood relaunch, as the fallout from Scobie's book might render her too hot to handle for the industry. Industry experts voiced concerns that the controversy surrounding the book could potentially tarnish Meghan's reputation and affect her representation by a prominent agency, William Morris Endeavour, WME. The ongoing silence from the Sussexes further fueled speculations about Meghan's involvement, leaving her vulnerable to associations that could impact her career trajectory. The publisher and agency reportedly expressed dismay over the fallout, with concerns about the continuous scandals linked to the Sussexes. Amidst these challenges, Meghan's post, Spare relaunch seemed to encounter unforeseen hurdles, deviating from the anticipated plans. As discussions persist and uncertainties loom over the repercussions of Scobie's book, the controversy continues to cast shadows over the royal family and Meghan's career trajectory, underscoring the intricacies of media representation, responsibility, and public perception in the modern era. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.